Welcome back to Tap Tech, where we cut through the tech hype and give you honest insights into the latest gadgets. If you're into gaming and looking for powerful portable devices, you've got to stick around. This one might change how you think about handheld gaming. The ROG Ally X has just dropped, and it promises to address many of the complaints from the original ROG Ally while pushing performance, battery life, and comfort. It's being pitched as one of the best Windows handhelds right now. But does it deliver as a true all-in-one gaming machine, or are there still compromises tucked under the surface? Let's find out. Starting with the specifications, the Ally X is powered by the AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme APU, the same core chip as its predecessor, with 8 cores and 16 threads. What's new here are generous upgrades. You get 24GB LPDDR5 or LPDDR5X RAM, a 1TB PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD in M.2 2280 format, which means more space and faster loading times. Display is a 7-inch Full HD, 1920 by 1080, IPS-level panel with a 120Hz refresh rate. Peak brightness is around 500 nits, and it has Gorilla Glass Victus/DXC coatings to help with protection and reducing reflections. Design and build quality have seen thoughtful improvements. The Ally X is heavier, around 678 grams, which is more than the original but still manageable for handheld use. The frame is more ergonomic, with rounded edges, refined layout for grips and rear triggers, stiffer joysticks, and a better D-pad. ASUS also upgraded the cooling system, larger fans, improved heat pipe configuration, and an overall reworked thermal profile to reduce throttling and heat buildup during extended sessions. The display delivers what many wanted: sharp visuals, fluid motion, and responsive touch. The 120Hz refresh rate paired with adaptive or variable refresh support helps reduce tearing during action. Colors are vivid, and the brightness is decent for indoor use. Outdoors, the 500 nit peak helps, though it can still struggle under direct sunlight compared to high-end OLED panels. The touch response is good, and the protective glass helps durability. Performance is where the Ally X shines relative to its predecessor. Using the AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme and larger RAM, it handles AAA titles noticeably better. In performance mode, roughly 17 WTDP, many games reach smooth frame rates at 1080p medium to high settings, whereas older versions of the Ally would struggle more. In turbo mode, is almost equal to 25-30W when plugged in. It pushes even more, though with higher power draw and heat. Less demanding or indie games can hit high frame rates easily, which is great for variety. On the software and features side, Ally X runs Windows 11 but adds Armoury Crate SE, which gives more handheld-friendly tools: power mode switching, silent, performance, turbo, fan/thermal control, dashboard, and better organization of games across platforms. It retains full access to Steam, Game Pass, and other services, which is one of its biggest pluses compared to closed ecosystems. Controller input is good, triggers are Hall effect/analog where needed, buttons are clicky and responsive. USB-C ports, one USB 4, one USB 3.2, allow power delivery, external display output, etc. Battery life and charging represent one of the most dramatic improvements. The Ally X now includes an 80 Wh battery, nearly double that of the original Ally. This translates into real gains. In lighter use, indie titles, emulation, streaming, you're seeing 4-6+ hours depending on settings. For heavy AAA gaming, more like 2 to 3 hours under performance or turbo modes. It charges via USB-C with a proper adapter. Charging speeds are decent though not instant. Thermal throttling when charging in gaming still exists, as expected. Gaming experience is immersive. The Ally X offers solid performance on a wide range of games. Fast-paced shooters, racing games, and indie titles feel very responsive thanks to high refresh rate, good input latency, and tangible control layout. Heavier titles like open-world games are playable but often need tweaking, turning down settings or enabling frame boosting technologies, like AMD FSR, to maintain smooth frame rates. Handling of heat has improved, the device warms up but less unbearably, and the cooling fan noise is more controlled and less in turbo. Connectivity includes dual USB-C ports, one USB 4 with DisplayPort support, the other USB 3.2, a microSD slot, UHS 2, a 3.5mm audio jack, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi 6E. These give versatile ITY for external displays, additional storage, high-quality audio. Also, the power button doubles as a fingerprint reader in the Ally X, which adds a touch of biometric convenience. Price and value are mixed but leaning positive for serious users. The ROG Ally X is priced significantly higher than the original Ally, reflecting its upgrades in battery, RAM, storage, and thermal improvements. For gamers who want high performance in a handheld form factor and are willing to pay for it, it offers one of the best value propositions in Windows handhelds. For casual gamers or those focusing mostly on indie games, the premium might feel heavy. It's not cheap, but many reviewers feel its improvements justify much of the extra cost. Here are the pros and cons. Pros: big leap in battery life with 80Wh cell. Strong performance boost thanks to more RAM and storage. Better cooling, improved ergonomics, rounded edges, improved grips. Dual USB ports, improved input hardware, joysticks, D-pad, rear triggers. High refresh screen, 120Hz, with adaptive sync. Broad game compatibility due to full Windows 11 OS. Cons: still an LCD panel, lack of OLED means contrast and blacks are inferior to some rivals. Heavier than the original, more hand fatigue in long sessions. Turbo mode generates noticeable fan noise and heat. Price is high, especially for premium variants. Windows 11 is not always ideal for handheld usage, on-screen keyboard, UI scaling, etc. Finally, the verdict. The ROG Ally X is a major step forward. It takes what worked in the original Ally and addresses many of its weaknesses: battery, storage, comfort, while retaining the things people loved: performance, game compatibility, control feel. If you're a gamer who wants a portable Windows gaming PC, the Ally X is one of the best in that category right now. It isn't perfect and won't replace a high-end gaming laptop for everyone, but for on-the-go gaming with power and flexibility, it's very compelling. Thanks for watching Tap Tech, bringing you tech reviews that help you decide what really works. Stay tuned for more breakdowns, deep dives, and honest takes. Catch you in the next one.